Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Great War mod. We're playing as the Austro-Hungarian Empire during World War I. Last time around we took Greece and we made it a puppet state, and most of the battles were actually at sea. Some went quite disastrous as we lost all our cargo fleet, which has very much reduced our income, but I'm hoping to regain that by taking control of the Little Tartary region, and we should be able to get some oil, so that should be good. This time around I've gone ahead and ended a few turns. We had also it seems like every time I play in between the episodes, that is when all the sort of historical notes pop up. It's never actually within the when I'm actually playing. So we've got the sinking of this ship. So German U-boat sunk the Lustiana, just 18 kilometers off the coast of Ireland. Germans claimed that the ship carried wartime contraband. The United States and Great Britain contest this, claiming the ship was strictly civilian. Actually, if you clicked on where, it actually would have, if you clicked on the, what's it called? The glass, what's it called? The magnifying glass, there we go. If you clicked on the magnifying glass, it actually take you to somewhere around here, which I doubt it was the point where it sank. So I made a few moves in between the turns. Notably, we have been able to combine the fleet, and we're now bringing our army ready to invade Palermo. One turn until we're actually there, another turn until we can attack the town and take it over. Also, with my spy aircraft, I've been flying back and forth across here in Italy, and I noted that the Italians have actually not a single troop in Rome. Not a single troop defending Rome. All their troops are up here. So there's no risk of our army, Oskar Piotrek, to actually be outflanked. So I'm pushing him forward. He's been able to regroup with the... He's been able to get the reinforcements of the Lancers. He's also got 2 machine gun units. So he should be quite poised to go ahead and take Milan. That's not what we're going to do today, though. To counter this, though, the Italians are actually moving to flank us. They're moving this guy. Pietro Fuguni is being moved to attack us in the flank. So we're going to move Konrad Hutzeldorf down, and he's going to block this bridge right here. I think we'll also go ahead and give him 2 machine guns, and then hopefully also these 2 units, or 3 units of Bosnian Herzegovinian infantry. They should be coming down here. Should be able to help him. If we need even more troops, we could quickly recruit some Landwehr to set up here. Since it's a river crossing, the Italians will have a hard time actually getting across. So not a lot of troops would be needed, even though this is a full stack. Looks like they only have mortars towards their guns. So that concludes Italy. The Italians have moved in with one of their ships to actually blockade my port here, so we're losing even more trade than before. I'm not entirely sure if we'll go ahead and recruit a navy just to kill him. What we might do is we'll actually take the fleet, run it out to here, and then retreat it. It could be that they've got another ship here, or there are other ships within range. So we wouldn't actually be able to run that trade fleet out. You know what? We will disband this fleet. and we will stop the recruitment of this ship. Instead, we'll go over to the Russian front and take a look what's going on there. So what we're going to have a battle here today. Archduke Eugene of Austria is going to take take on Alexander Sumarov, what has happened to your troops? Are the Russians running out of supplies? How did he manage to lose? He was regaining troops. He was regaining troops after the initial attrition he had lost. Now he's lost even more to desertion, I guess? Because the Russians ran out of money? Or something? They're rich. But I guess they've lost quite a bit of money. The Ukraine region does hold quite a bit of coin. But here's a battle anyways. We're gonna try to reinforce him with some Imperial troops as well. He's gonna get up there. He's gonna get some Lancers as well. He's got machine guns, so we'll see machine guns in action today. Then over here, there is a Russian army moving down. But you can see that one also has suffered attrition due to some form of rebellion or something going on in Russia. Or I think what happened was they ran out of money. And that's why all their troops are so broken down, because there's no way they've spent... They should have been able to recuperate. We're early June, so they should have recuperated quite a lot of troops. This army will continue towards here. It's also actually got machine guns, so that'll be good. We might want to recruit some machine guns here in preparation to defend this against this army. Could be hard though against the artillery, so we might want to have some cavalry as well just to take those guys out. And that's about it. In terms of technology, we're 5 turns away of getting this. And I've also started getting the rifle scopes. The reason I'm getting that is because we open up expanded artillery factory and we'll be able to get more of this to get a lot of, improved artillery and stuff like that. With that said, let's go ahead and start doing the battles, because I'm hoping we're going to do 2 today. We're going to do this one down here. You know what? This is an auto-resolve. I've been laying siege to here quite a while. So they're down to 1,000 men. There's no way, looking at this, that they're going to be able to do anything against us. So it's better maybe to auto-resolve this and then focus on the battle up north. So just for safe measure, we're gonna go ahead and overwrite that and auto-resolve. We lost 152 troops, while the enemy lost 1,009. 999, and we took it. We can create Ukraine, but I really want this port. So no, thank you. So we now have control of the port. It looks like these are troops. This is not a navy, is it? It is a navy, actually. It's quite a large navy. The Hungarian Hussars are the ones that can move fastest, so they'll be moved or tasked to take control of the dockyard and force the enemy out of there. And I think what we'll do is, you know what? Rather than having a training ground here, I don't know if that's the best thing. I don't see that as a great thing to have here. Instead, what we'll do is we'll build this toward the money region, and we'll build one of these city councils instead down here. Is there anything else out here? There's a funky village, there's some horses, but that's about it. Vast territory. Definitely gonna need some upgraded rails to be able to move quickly back and forth here. But maybe that's better spent somewhere else. Russian infrastructure is quite low, and there's a lot of territory that we need to cover. 10 turns though, that's... I mean, the army would have been done and finished with this region and out of it before then. But at the same time, with our troops in this region now, it might be better to actually switch over and go ahead and attack the Romanians, because that is part of the victory condition. If we go over here, so the victory condition, we need to hold this one, which I'm marching towards, and then we need to have the Moscow region, and then we need these two regions. Right. But with all of this said, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna fight this big battle up here. Let's see, are they gonna intercept us? They are gonna intercept us. It's heavily in my favor. I thought these guys were gonna be at full strength, but clearly they're not. They do have quite the artillery advantage over us, but hopefully we'll be able to neutralize that somehow. With that said, let's go ahead and fight this battle, shall we? And we're looking at the battleground. It's a pretty flat one. There's some bumps here and there. We've been able to set up our machine gun crew over on the right and on the left. It's pretty good to have them on high ground, because they'll be able to cover a lot more and not be their field of view won't be obscured. I've built a trench line in the center with my cannons. The idea though is most likely we'll try to attack from the flanks. I've got the other machine gun over here, and I'm hoping to either move it somewhere in here or maybe even onto the hill and be able to pepper the enemy on the flank, while the light troop will move around to attack the enemy in the flank. My artillery is just outside range of the enemy, and I'm hoping my infantry as well. We'll put some troops on the front line, or have them just behind, like we did with the Italians, and then some will be moved to the flanks. With that said, let's go ahead and start. We're going to start by telling all my infantry to move back. We're going to get one extra unit in reinforcements. The enemy is moving their cannons, which is good. Okay, you're gonna join. Oh, you're interesting. You hide in the forest, and then you can flank the enemy from over there. Let's see, I'm hoping that the AI does as it usually does and roll its cannons over the trench line and destroy all of them. Okay, let's start by moving these machine guns up to the hill and have the light infantry follow. Let's go ahead and see what is the enemy doing. They're content with just holding their position right now, which is smart, because I mean they have the advantage. They did intercept me though, so they're gonna lose the battle if they do not attack. We're gonna move forward the guns to the point where I can actually target the enemy, and with that we're hoping to provoke them into an attack towards my trench line. I'm not gonna be able to fit all the troops in the line, so we're gonna send some of them out to the flanks, and then these guys will be the ones that will be deployed along the trench line. Cannons are moving forward. The enemy has deployed their guns once more. It's going to be dangerous here. Let's make sure that we do not fall into the trap that the AI usually does. We're going to move the guns as close as possible. We should be able to target their infantry. Deploy. And deploy. The thing is, there's no way I'm gonna be able to charge across this ground when there's 5 enemy artillery pieces. They'll absolutely slaughter my infantry long before they even get close. Machine gun has very long range of fire. Thing is, we would need to get their guns, their artillery pieces out of the way before we have stand any sort of chance of winning. Okay, we are... we're just out of range still. I think I might be able to... If we try, we might be able to throw some shots straight into that mess. Otherwise, the plan would be to advance the machine guns and stuff and try to attack them that way. Did we get... We managed to get a few! A bit of shrapnel actually reached the enemy. It looks like the enemy is not going to advance though. So we're gonna have to rethink the strategy. I'm gonna have to move the troops into a different position and figure out a way to attack this. Okay, so there's no way around it. We're gonna have to attack. We're gonna attack from as many angles, sort of ish, as possible. And we're gonna see about striking at sort of, we're not gonna time it, I think, to get it exactly at the same time. But I'm hoping most of their artillery pieces will bombard us, bombard infantry. Once that's done, I can move these guys up, counter battery fire. Okay, the enemy has started to fire now. Or they executed one of their infantry body, or the general's bodyguard. They're firing in this unit. It's just a single piece. I want all the batteries to fire. Why isn't this one firing? Why are they... They're reserving fire, which I don't like. I think we'll see more enemy fire once we get even closer. These guys coming in. Not doing that much damage, but we're so far out. Why is it just this battery firing? Why isn't this one firing? The thing is, I'm dreading just okay, they are trying to. Possibly. Okay, let's move these guys up. Come within range of the enemy artillery and do counter battery fire. This machine gun is being moved up in the flank of the enemy. Let's see how close we get. It's not bad, it's pretty bad ground. But I think if I can get him up there, they can kind of just lob shots onto the enemy. Ooh, they're firing on this unit. Speed up. Okay, we are within range of the cannons. Go ahead and unlimber the guns. Machine gun is not yet within range. Neither is this one. But hopefully these guys will soon be within range, and then they can open fire. This one's slowly making its way there. Right now it reaches right about there. Very pitiful artillery fire by the enemy. And now our counter battery fire is starting. We're starting bombarding this one right here. Throwing enemy troops all around. What I'll do is I'll actually tell them to target specific areas to blast the enemy. Let's see, the machine gun is about to come into place. This light troop will also charge up, attack the flank. I would hope that these guys would have been ready then to kind of hold the front. Let's charge them up a little bit more. Let's see if we can concentrate these guys over there. Get you over there. And then we'll be able to hit them from all sides. Okay, the machine gun is setting up. It does reach quite a few different units. Okay, when you guys are ready, open fire. Right, they're opening fire. I think it's against the cavalry. I think God damn it, the angle is bad and they're not actually getting any shots. Oh, or maybe we got an artillery piece instead. Okay, halt. Oh, now, once the cavalry got over the ridge, they got murdered. Right, now I can get the machine guns up to there, and that will do a lot of damage. The Russians are all kind of moving towards this, and the units over here, these 3 battalions. Move forward. Oh, this machine gun is now within range. We'll halt it right there and it can open fire. And now these guys will advance. I'm wondering why. No idea why the enemy artillery isn't opening fire. Go ahead and murder the hussars and make sure that our machine gun is not overrun. Which is now down in this gully. Oof. They retreated just in time. Okay, now you are opening fire towards the forest. I think it's aiming roughly somewhere around here. You can see lots of Russian troops falling to that machine gun as they're falling everywhere. We'll slightly fall back with these guys to give the machine gun as good of an arc as possible to fire on the enemy. Why are you not firing on the dragoons? We'll pull you forward towards that side. Keep blasting the enemy artillery. Let's see, where are they focusing? Right there. I want you guys to focus over here. Retarget on these guys. Now the machine gun open up here, and you can see the devastating effect of the machine gun. Murdering the Russian troops as they try to make their way forward. Over here we've got a little bit of a firefight going. Russians trying the best. Machine guns just tearing down the Russian line. Look at that! The devastating effect of the machine gun, it just cuts through all of them. In a way not seen before. Go ahead and open fire on that. And the Russian army is quickly just utterly destroyed. And they're forced to flee. I wonder though why they didn't fire their artillery. They fired a few shots, but most of their guns stayed silent for some reason. But damn, that machine gun just tore through them. Look at the aftermath of what that did here. We will have no problems dealing with these full stacks, especially since they've been suffering from some form of desertion. Like they lost tons of men. I don't know what happened there. And here's the result of that battle. We can see that we lost 300 men, while the enemy army lost almost 1,800. Only 200 Russians remain. Let's take a look at statistics. Machine gun, no surprise. The one in the center managed to kill a whopping 600 Russians in just that short amount of time. was able to open up on those Russians, wiping them entirely off the field. Damn. Machine guns are very deadly. Not only that, but we can actually continue marching forward and go on the offensive. This unit still might harass the town, so unfortunately I will have to follow them and destroy them. Not that destroying them is a bad thing, but following them puts me off track of progress. You can meet them there, and then the cavalry can continue there. That looks good. Yes. He gained attacking general. How good. I think what we'll do is we'll end the video here, and for the next one we'll see about doing the attack on Milan. I'm not entirely sure if I have enough movement points after defeating this. It's gonna be a river crossing. It's gonna be a river crossing. It's gonna be a lot easier though to cross the river with machine guns, wiping the Italians out. But yeah, with that said, we're gonna end the video right here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!